Hey everybody, and welcome to Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. Now today, I couldn't wait to open up this GI Joe Valor vs. Venom from 2003, Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Now, out of all of the GI Joe characters, I believe these two guys were the most recreated out of all of them. I'm not sure about that, but they sure do have a lot of variations of these two characters. So I can't wait to get into this one. Today we're going for a twofer with this GI Joe Valor vs. Venom, Snake Eyes, and Storm Shadow. They sure got a lot of accessories in there, but not quite as many as they got in the retros. It says here, with sword moving action. And check it out. There's only one warning on it. It's got a choking hazard, so watch out. These toys will choke you too. Let's check out the back of this thing. Okay, it's got a little picture checklist. A couple of familiar ones like Duke and Scarlet. Heavy Duty. We got the Alley Viper. Coming soon, Baroness and Tunnel Rat. Well, there's the Cobra Commander, the Viper, and Dr. Mindbender. Since this came out in 2003, I wasn't too familiar with these particular version of the GI Joes, but I'm sure they'll be fun to play with nonetheless. Here at the top, it says GI Joe, America's daring, highly trained special mission force, faces a fearsome new threat from the evil Cobra organization. Dr. Mindbender has joined the DNA of Cobra fighters with that of the Earth's most savage creatures, creating hybrid warriors with dangerous superior fighting skills. To fight these V troops, the GI Joe team develops advanced battle technology. It's a thrilling new chapter in the battle to protect freedom and justice for GI Joe, a real American hero. And we got a little picture of Storm Shadow on the back here. It says file cards are inside. It also says that there's a comic book inside. Now, I'm kind of curious about that. Especially it says Comic 7 inside. So let's get into this one and check it out. Always be careful. Oh, no. Okay. Always be careful when using a knife. This has kind of a wraparound bubble on it. Let's see if I can get it off pretty carefully. All right, there's that. That worked out pretty well. Looks like we got this spot right here across the top to do. Let's see here. All right. That came off pretty clean. There it has the star for the GI Joe side and the Cobra symbol on the other. GI Joe's Valor versus Venom. Now let's see what's inside here. Okay. There's some old yellow tape. Let's see if we get that. Here is the comic book. Wow, that looks pretty neat. And the file cards are part of the package, it looks like. Get those little flaps down. Slide those guys out. And remove the file cards. Wow, there's some tiny writing on these. There we go. Snake Eyes, GI Joe Covert Mission Specialist. File name, classified, grade E7, serial number, classified, primary military specialty is infantry, and secondary military specialty is hand-to-hand combat instructor. His birthplace is classified. Some people say that ninjas own the night. If that's the case, Snake Eyes owns the whole 24 hours. Anybody who isn't a mouth breather has a reasonable chance of sneaking up behind a sentry in the dark. Snake Eyes can do it at high noon on a gravel path with no cover. A qualified expert with all NATO and former Warsaw Pact small arms, he is proficient in 12 martial arts systems and a master of the same ninja clan, Arashikaji, that produced Storm Shadow. His one known hobby is collecting spike-handled trench knives. At one time, Snake Eyes and the Cobra Ninja Storm Shadow were sword brothers, but circumstances forced them apart and led Storm Shadow down the evil road to Cobra. Although others see them as bitter foes, Snake Eyes looks at the Cobra Ninja and sees only the best friend he ever had, so he dreads the day he may have to draw his sword against him in earnest. And Storm Shadow's file card. Cobra Ninja. File name, Arashikaji Thomas M. Primary military specialty, unknown. Secondary military specialty, unknown. Birthplace, unknown. I would guess that his primary military specialty would be ninja, but let's read his file card. One of the two most dangerous men on the face of the planet, Storm Shadow was once a master of the Arashikaji ninja clan. Now he sells his arcane skills to the evil forces of Cobra in order to pursue his twisted plan for revenge against his former sword brother, Snake Eyes. Ninjas are mystic warriors, spies, master swordsmen, acrobats, conjurers, and tricksters. They can do all sorts of amazing things, or at least seem to do them, because the ninja's prime directive is embodied in a major precept of the ancient warrior sage Sun Tzu, who said, "All warfare is based on deception." This should give Cobra pause to consider the loyalty of Storm Shadow and ponder the question, what does he really want? A sword hidden away in its scabbard does not lose its edge. The same can be said for my loyalty and honor. Wow, that was interesting. And let's see what else we got in here. Oh, there's something else. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, GI Joe and Cobra symbols. Okay. This comes with some literature too, huh? Squeeze legs together for sword moving action. Arm communicator gauntlet can be placed on GI Joe figure. Gauntlet has attachment places for weapons, if included. Okay. Little instructions for Storm Shadow there. Let's pop out Snake Eyes. Very familiar figure. He has the articulation of the old O-ring guys, with his arms being swivel. Oh, he's got an O-ring in him too. Knees bend at the hips. His face kind of looks like the original one, the one without the visor. And of course, he's all dark, except for that sidearm that's attached to his leg there. And there's another one there. Now let's pop out this one. Now, his arm is a little loose for being a new guy. But he's been in that packaging for close to 20 years. Oh, I see. Maybe he uses that for his sword swinging action. And that's why he's, wow, he's got a golden dragon on the back of his tunic there. Really long sash around his waist that makes it look like it'd be getting in the way, but, you know, he's a ninja. And if you look at his face closely, his white mask has the cobra symbol right across his face. Okay, let's see what kind of accessories these guys got. This one, I'm guessing, belongs to Snake Eyes. Nice looking sword there. And that fits right in the hole in his back, just like the old days. Okay. Looks like Storm Shadow has a similar sword. Oh, this has neat little holes in it. And he has a couple of ninja knives. Pretty neat. Let's see, got some tape holding this in. This must be that arm communicator they were talking about here. It fits onto the arm and it has a place to attach the weapons in it. Well, let's get this out here. Oh, wow. Okay, that little sucker just shot right out the packaging behind me into the wall of toys. But I'm guessing this is Snake Eyes sidearm. Fits pretty good into his hand. He does not have the same sword swinging action as Storm Shadow. Let's see if I can get this out of here. All right, almost. So there we go. Here's ninja sticks. Now, I've seen these in enough kung fu movies, but I sure don't know what they're called. Kind of look like nunchucks, but I'm sure they got some kind of fancy ninja name. Let's see his ninja chopping in action. Put his sword into his hand. And he's ready for ninja chopping. Wow, that's pretty impressive. After about 20 years in the packaging, still works pretty good. Let's look at him a little closer. Here is the Valor and Venom Storm Shadow with his arm communicator on him to hold his special knives. And he has the, if his sash doesn't get in the way, the sword wielding chopping action. Well, he's just chopping everywhere. This is pretty impressive here. I really like this Storm Shadow. And this is Snake Eyes. Just as much a ninja warrior as Storm Shadow, but at least he's able to carry his weapon on his back. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Ninja Clan Brothers. Now, unfortunately, there's no place we could hold these real good, and this one doesn't fit on Storm Shadow's back in any way. So we'll just have to find a safe place to put those. This is the GI Joe Valor vs. Venom comic that was included in the Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes packaging. It has the Joes across the front and some of Cobra in the background there, and Snake Eyes right on the front in a ninja pose. It says Valor vs. Venom, Dawn of the V-Troops. Written by Larry Hama, classic GI Joe author. Now, this comic book didn't tell you who drew it, but, you know, it still looks pretty good. Shows GI Joe rolling into battle. Scarlet and Snake Eyes trying to sneak up. And then there's a guy called Razor Claw. There's Dr. Mindbender, Cobra Commander. And down here, looks like we got Storm Shadow with that Cobra symbol on his face. There's Snake Eyes and Scarlet fighting Razor Claw again. And they're giving him a go. Let's see. What is next? Oh, they shot an arrow at him, but Snake Eyes caught it and smacked him across the face. You got Joe's rolling in a tank. And some more Cobra guys look like they're trying to ambush it. And it says, to be continued. So obviously there's more comic books in this series, and on the back of it, it has the Valor vs. Venom product catalog. It shows the different, there's Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, Duke and Cobra Commander, Sand, Scorpion, Agent Faces. We used to call him Zartan back in the day. There's the Dreadnought Ripper. Some cat named High Tech. And several vehicles. Built to rule. I don't have any of those, but I'll keep this comic book along with the file cards. Thanks for joining us today on Plastic Nostalgic, where all toys are nostalgic. Eventually. Now, I really like getting these guys out of the packaging. They remind me a lot of the old O-ring figures that I had as a kid, but they have a lot more detail, and not to mention that sword swing in action. So until next time, be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Share it with your friends. See y'all next time.